these mosaics are made for a retreat center, and they are reflections on the universe story, so the whole evolution. The first one is when the universe started. It started with a very tiny dot, and to represent it I used a pearl. And then it exploded, because that's what the universe does, it expands and expands. And then the second stage was the galaxies, all the stars, and stars started to die and grow again. And then you had the supernovas. And when the supernovas exploded, in it was all the elements that we are made of. The carbon, the iron, everything. So we are made very in the beginning of the universe, as everything else on the earth. Then the sun was created, and the sun is giving of herself, of her energy, to give life. So the sun is actually dying by giving all the energy that creates life on earth. Then the earth and the rest of the planets came into being, and this is at the very early stage of the earth. It collided with a planet-sized meteorite called Lya. This is the impact, and with that bits of the earth came in its orbit and formed the moon. So the moon comes from the earth. And then when the earth started to develop, the first cells in the form of bacteria came. And this is a second stage, because there was a problem. There was so much oxygen that actually was polluting the earth, so no life was possible, until this bacteria came along. And we know it because it's when the lakes become very green. It's not green algae, it's this bacteria, cyanobacteria, that invented respiration. So thanks to this bacteria, we have life. So then the first plants appeared, and one of them was the fern. And now we know that plants also communicate and respond. After the plants we had, this is sexuality, explaining that the universe always goes for differentiation, always becomes more and more diverse. Another stage in the development is maternal care, and I have shown that the birds looking after chicks, and that is part of the evolution as well. And then the last, and of course there's many more parts, but the last stage I have used is the birth of Homo sapiens, the human beings as we know then. And I've put it with flowers like we come from the earth itself. And just the difference, so this is 200,000 years ago. This is 13.8 billion years ago. So this enormous long journey took us where we are now. And just I hope by planting the human being in the earth that it helps, so we will look after it and not destroy it.